So hi, nice to meet you. How are you feeling? What's your vibes like today? You look really chill today.
I look chill.
Yeah, you look so calm.
You're my first interview, that might be the case.
First interview? We've actually spoken before on the red carpet like 2 days ago, and I asked you to do the raw.
Yeah, that's right, I did that. It's in here somewhere.
Top of the leaderboard.
I got to see the film, I was blown away. It is absolutely beautiful to watch. So for us, it's interesting. We start out with like a little drawing or something, and it built every time we worked together, but nothing like what I saw on the big screen.
What we saw, the screening, honestly, everything was fabulous. The visuals, it was just giving it all. Do you see your character ever having like a spin-off, like a little like, you know, side quest into how Kyros became the villain or like his backstory?
I can see it. I think they're doing a formidable job this time to not justify, but explain Scar, how Scar became Scar. And I think, so that's done. We don't need to see it in Kyros. Kyros is an outcast. We can easily guess how it is to be thrown out of society because you have the wrong color. I'm in if they want to do it.
You're here for it.
Absolutely.
Live action remakes are becoming so popular recently. Do you think people will ever get bored of them?
Sure. I mean, everything is developing. Everything is getting better and better. So there will always be a space for that. I mean, but so that's the classical animation technique. That's this one. There's the real people. I think they're there to inspire each other and not to compete. I think they're adding to each other.
Yeah, it's always like so interesting to put in your own spin on an original story, like making it modern. How is the modern eye seeing it from something that we've seen when we were a child? Like making the OG videos pop up and...
Yeah, it's so interesting because there's things we can probably get away with today you couldn't 40 years ago. And then again, I remember the Snow White film. I mean, that witch, I don't think you can get away with that today. She is so way too evil, you know? So it's hard to say. Yeah.
So how does voicing a character compare to your other live action roles? Is it harder to rely on your voice to convey emotion?
It's a little of both in the sense that in the beginning, obviously, when you only have that drawing, you're kind of alone. You're there with Barry, he can inspire you. And it grows. And it grows, and then something comes back your way, and you see a more animated version of your character, and then you get inspired. So we're used to having our face to work with, and now we have a giant lion that will take your space instead, right? It sets you free in a sense that it becomes larger than life. You do stuff, because you're not on camera, you do stuff that is a little elaborate.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta have so much emotion in your voice. Like, did you find yourself kind of acting out at the same time as like doing?
Yeah, but we all do. We forget ourselves as like children, right? And I've seen a few clips behind the scenes where everybody is super animated. Just even though there's a small little line, you can just see they're super animated with their entire body language.
So much emotion with the lions. Like I literally felt like I was in the screen when I was watching it. It was amazing. My eyes popping out were like bulges. So a little birdie told me that you are a trained dancer and you used to do ballet when you were younger. Do you ever feel like dancing on set? Like, does it inspire you to do acting? Like, how does that like get into confidence and roles?
No, I've done a little. I did a little a few years ago in a film where it made sense that I danced, but besides that, not. It's a tricky thing when you had a certain level and you try it out today, and it's like you're not even close.
You don't think you're close?
To my level, my previous level? No, you just get disappointed and you don't want to do it, right? But,
no.
I can dance at a party.
So could we see you in a modern day musical? Like, you know how we've got Wonka and Wicked, like, could we see you jumping into one of them anytime soon?
Yeah, if they need a 60-year-old somebody who doesn't sing, I'll do it.
Yeah, but you can dance. Yeah. Like, I got 2 left feet, but I'll still do a boogie.
Sing that one song, if they can fit this song in, yeah, we'll figure it out.
We all got voiceover work, you know, computers, everything, AI, does it
never
all.
Know.
You never know. You're part of the biggest franchise some of the biggest franchises in the world. So like Star Wars with Rogue One, Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, and now Disney. How does it feel to be part of such like massive worlds like that? Which world would you like to live out of the 3?
Oh, it's surreal for a kid that grew up in Denmark and always stayed back home in Denmark. It's obviously surreal to be part of just one of those franchises. I never dreamt of it. I just wanted to do films back home, and then this happened as well. I'm really grateful. I think it's got to be the Disney world because the sky is the limit. It's the imagination that sets the limit, right?
Yeah.
And we all grew up with so many fantastic experiences.
Did you grow up as a Disney kid?
I know I grew up watching Disney things, right? Whether it was like Christmas shows or The Jungle Book was very big when I was a kid, and I just still love watching that film.
Oh, I love it. So it must be so surreal that now you've just literally jumped into the Disney world. Like, oh my gosh, I was literally watching it back in the day and now I'm here. Like,
Yeah, it does make sense. I mean, but then again, life doesn't. So here you go.
here we go. We're all vibing at the end of the day. So your career is so diverse, from Rihanna's music video to The Lion King. How do you choose your roles and what do fans most recognize you for?
Depends where I go. In Japan, they're very big fans of a TV show I did called Hannibal, where I play Hannibal Lecter. Denmark, obviously, a lot of Danish stuff I've done. Here, James Bond.
Oh yeah, of course.
There's a lot of like distinguished older men coming up with a hat and going. So it depends where you go.
Oh, so it's literally like any country you're in, it literally...
Yeah. And different cultures are into different things.
Did you ever expect that? Did you ever expect to be recognized for one singular character?
I was surprised when I got recognized in Denmark, right? So that was just new to me and I had to get used to it. But that's just part of it. There's still places where people don't watch anything I've done. Maybe somewhere deep south in Asia.
That's the next aim.
Yeah, that's gonna be my summer cut.
Oh, okay. So you must be like really proud to be recognized in Denmark, as you said that you grew up there. Have you had any weird interactions?
Well, there's always weird interactions. It happens all the time. But predominantly they're sweet and very polite. They want a photo and a handshake, and that's all good. And I don't mind it. It's part of it. And I'm also born with a gene where I kind of forget it every day I go out the door. I just forget it until somebody stops me, which is good. So I'm not too paranoid.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So it's just a good vibe overall, really.
It is. I mean, the vast majority of people are just super sweet.
So what attracts you to being in these multi-million-pound franchises? Like, obviously you've been everywhere. Like, is there a specific thing that kind of drags you towards it, or is it just ambition and passion?
The films I grew up with were American films, and that could be either Disney or Indiana Jones, larger-than-life films, and also budgets that we will never be able to do anything like that back home. So for me to be able to do my own stories back home and also make this journey once in a while, it's just a dream coming true.
I was literally going to say it's a dream come true, isn't it? Thank you so much. That's all I have time.